This is Sadie. This is Joey. This is Henry Tenenbaum, pet wrangler, and this and this is Michael Oh, they love me. This is Michael Barlia, Dr. Michael Barlia. He's an emergency veterinarian with the PETS Referral Center. They're a 24/7, 365-day-a-year emergency room for pets. They're located in Berkeley. So we're going to talk about the hazards of swallowing, and this is really depressing because so many of the items that I often get from my pets are actually kind of dangerous. Can you tell us about some of these?
Sure. Lots of people like to give their dogs bones. Unfortunately, when they bite these bones and break them into pieces, the chunks can cause an obstruction.
Notice the effect of
Yes, they do love them.
Yeah.
and I feel like a very mean owner for not giving it to them. But when they bite them into chunks, they can cause blockages in their airway, get caught in their esophagus, or even cause an obstruction in their intestinal
And you
tract.
actually see this happening.
We see this a lot, unfortunately.
Okay. Unfortunately, choking is one of the biggest hazards that you see in emergency rooms.
Absolutely.
What other questionable toys?
Rawhides, they love these too. When they get softened up, they can also get lodged in their throat or lodged in their esophagus.
So, so even a big rawhide for a small dog is a danger?
Yeah, because they get softened up and they'll break them into smaller pieces. Once they make it into the stomach, the rawhides are usually home free, but once they're in the throat or in the esophagus, they can cause a blockage.
Hide this.
Tennis balls.
See, now this is horrible because we have we got a golden retriever, and basically golden retrievers were made for tennis balls. That's how it works.
So you have to watch them to make sure that they haven't been broken into pieces, because these pieces will break off. Or if you get a small tennis ball for a large dog, that also poses a large risk for causing a blockage in their throat or in their esophagus.
Tell us the story about the dog who swallowed a dog just like a ball just like this. You're looking at a picture of that dog's insides.
Yeah, so just recently we saw a really sweet dog, Bernese Mountain Dog, named Clover, who managed to get a hold of a small ball like this, and it got lodged in the esophagus, which runs basically from the throat down into the stomach, but it passes over the area of the heart.
So what do you do? I mean, how do you know when your dog's in severe distress? Because my dog, excuse the impersonation, my dog will sometimes go
Yeah, well,
not in that exact tone of voice.
Yeah.
How do I know when to worry?
Well, in Clover's case, the ball got lodged in her esophagus, and she was in immediate and extreme distress. She was bringing out frothy fluid. Just really could tell that she wasn't feeling well. Yeah. When it's in their airway, they will be, again, in very extreme distress and sometimes be wheezing.
What do you do if your dog can't breathe and you can't get to an emergency room right away?
Very similar to in people. We want to make sure that you're very careful not to put your hands inside their mouth. During those times of distress, you're at risk of being bitten. But just like with people, you can do a Heimlich maneuver.
Can you do a real quick Heimlich on this dog? They call this a dog lick.
So just like with people, you would take your fists underneath their rib cage here, and you would lift up and forward, and that can help create some pressure to get the obstruction out.
Real quickly, a couple of great toys for your pets. These guys are called Kong toys. You put peanut butter in them, and they love them.
Yep.
There isn't too much peanut butter in there. But and then there's this other one here, which is the Talk to Me treat ball. Anyway, make sure they're big.
Yes.
And make sure they're solid. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Michael Barlia, emergency vet at the PETS Referral Center. And thank you, Sadie, and thank you, Joey, and thank you, Marty and Isabel, for letting us share your TV program with these wonderful pets.
Well,
Terrific, and great tips, Henry. That's fantastic.
And cute dogs, too, as usual. Still ahead on